Good evening, traders. Good evening. I hope you all. I hope you're having a fantastic evening thus far. So right now, as you can see, I'm currently on GBP NZD, and it's going fantastically in the long-term buy. We held this buy for a couple of hours now. We entered in this morning, and we're holding this buy for a good amount of hours, almost 12 hours now. And that's just the way it is. That's trading for you. I'm going to go ahead to GBP USD, as GU is one of my favorite pairs. As you would know, especially with New York session, it is one of my favorite pairs that I would love to find myself trading. Now, depending on the asset pair that you are trading, ideally I would always recommend pick one and just trade with that particular one over the course of the month, over the course of the next few months, over the course of the quarter of the year. I always recommend this because you don't want to find yourself chopping and changing asset pairs when one particular method can actually work on that particular asset pair. You just have to give it the time and the space that it needs, not the space necessarily, but the time that it needs to actually find its edge playing out. And I think that's very, very important, especially with beginner traders. You have to pick one and just work from that one. When you master the one, you can move over to others as time goes on. But okay, this is New York session. And normally on my live streams, I always cover Tokyo session. I always cover the evening session, but I'm going to cover the PM session. And as you can see, we had a one-to-one listed reward here, and we hit our take profit promptly after executing this particular trade. That was GU. I will now move over to perhaps a commodity. Let's go to XAU USD. Spelled it wrong, but it's fine. Only give me the one that I'm looking for. XAU USD. There we go. And I prefer, and it's fairly accurate as compared to all the other brokerages on TradingView. Their charts tend to be a lot more accurate than the others. So over here, as you can see, we would have entered in over there. We ran immediately up into drawdown, but we promptly had a run to the downside over the course of New York session and over the course of New York Stock Exchange Open, which is at 16:30 South African Standard Time. So that was that. That was a good trade. I also like NASDAQ. These are one of the most popular pairs on NAS 1000, NAS 100. These are one of the most, or a couple of the popular pairs in South Africa. We love these, and as you can see, I took this lovely position. A beautiful buy opportunity over here. We just broke above this box and entered in my buy, and we had run to the upside, and we promptly came all the way back down. And yeah, that happened over the course of New York session. But okay, so that was that. It wasn't a bad session at all. There were a couple of pairs where they didn't really go well and according to plan, and I'll show you actually a lot of them. But as you can see over here, this beautiful pair into the USD, we did not find ourselves hitting our take profit as of yet. So that is what's very unfortunate, but it is what it is. I can tell you for a fact that if you perhaps go back previously, there definitely were opportunities in which it did find itself going all and hitting the take profit level. So yeah, I mean, okay, if you're looking at this particular type of price action on Friday, this is not good, very, very good price action. But then again, it is over the course of the evening, coming close to market close. And I just want to show you on AUD how we lost our position if you took your trade today. But if you look at what happened on Friday, we broke there. We had a lovely take profit smash. Very, very wicky. Lots of wicks thrown down, especially down. But ultimately, we had a take profit hit over the course of Friday. And if you go again now on Monday, unfortunately for us, if you did find yourself trading this particular pair, you would have been induced into a sell, but then we promptly had a immediate reversal all the way up to the upside. It's quite unfortunate. It is what it is. It happens, and you just push on and you come back the following day ready to take some more positions. But okay, I'll have a look at USD Swiss franc. This is one of the pairs that I enjoy trading. It's a USD based pair. As you all know, I love my USD based and quoted pairs because they tend to move the most during fundamental news events. So with that being the case, of course, I want to be trading during those events. um, which isn't always good, but it definitely does work if you know exactly what you are doing. And there is a way to hedge out the risk in doing those trades, in placing those trades. And yeah, that's exactly what we find ourselves doing here at MGR Forex Trading. In fact, I even have a free mentorship group on how to trade news events. And it's totally free. You can even go ahead and you can, you know what, open up. I'm not speaking in tongues here. My tongue is twisting right now. Let's just collect my thoughts. And yeah, you can. There is a way to hedge out fundamental news events. It's very, very difficult, but if you utilize MT5, then it can easily be done. And not just that, but there are also many other methods on how you can leverage trading signals, and not so much copy trading, but especially trading signals that don't always go the correct way. There's even a way to change that around and to be going with signal providers that are very, very bad at trading, but you can just do the opposite of what they are doing and make some good money and even hedge those trading signals to give you the best of both worlds with good signal providers as well. So there is a way now you can. There are some secrets to the trade. There are some secrets in this industry that you have to find yourself just delving a little bit deeper and just doing a bit more research. And those can only be found after experience in the financial markets and experience in the industry. But all right, I'm not going to go too much into depth with that. If you want to learn more, you're welcome to join my free Telegram channel, and you can just have a look and just chill around in my community where we trade live together. We do many things as well. So over here, as you can see, this is Euro NZD. It's actually this pair is being a forex kind of minor pair. It's actually quite a good pair. I mean, I've seen some amazing results. Like this pair just it moves so beautifully. Right? You can see this is overall a clean change of market structure. And I love that. You can see it's a W formation. We pulled back into the neckline. This is very rare for us to pull back into the neckline. And on the upside, like it's so clean and simple, and I'm impressed by it, to say the least. So yeah, and even when we change market structure, you can see that we change in market structure. If we were to do, draw a trend line from the bottom, first touch, second touch, extend to the future, we broke, we retested, we ran to the downside. Like it's a beautiful pair, and it's clean. And I think that in and of itself is exceptionally important, especially with AUD NZD and GBP NZD. You some clean price movement, and that's exactly the type of pair that you want to find yourself trading, and not want to dabble around with perhaps gold and Nasdaq and S&P 500 because of the ICT craze. You want to find yourself trading a pair that actually moves within clean parameters of market structure. And when you do so, you're able to then successfully and more easily predict where price can potentially be moving in the future. And I think that's exceptionally important. But once again, let me digress. This is a live stream, and I'm not going to reveal all the secrets of the trade just of yet. But I will reveal to you one secret of London session and a scalping method. And we had a beautiful take profit smash over here. And I'm starting to think that perhaps it's time I combine. Okay, not you. That's bad. But perhaps it's time that I find myself combining this method with some price action charting. And perhaps I can, okay, not bad at all. I like this so much. Oh my word. Okay. Anyway, since I'm so impressed with this particular trading asset, I think I will find myself going deeper. Just learning about how to trade this particular method. It looks quite nice. I'm on the 1 minute time frame. Perhaps things are different on the hourly time frame. Okay, if I change this around, it's probably a buy opportunity. If you just change the broker, it's probably a buy opportunity, not a sell. It looks like it's going to go to the upside. If I change the brokerage, FXCM, I am there. And not telling me anything. Okay, finance.com. Can't all tell me to sell. I don't believe this. I'll pull up the pivot points and I'll show you myself how to sell. There you go. Thought as much. Anyways, I knew you were lying to me. That's definitely my area of entry. If I look at midnight candle, midnight here you are. Midnight. Oh, but midnight. I think I looked at the previous midnight. Okay. It's Monday. Sorry, Thursday. Or the Friday. Wait, hold on. Let me just think this through. So this particular indicator is called my semi-automated system. If you can see over here, it says MGR FX semi-automated system. This particular system moves in a beautiful way, and only I at the moment know exactly how it trades and what parameters it utilizes to generate these trading signals. As you can see, we just went all the way up to our take profit 1. Normally, when we hit our take profit 1, we find ourselves moving our stop loss to break even. This way, running our trade risk free. Thereafter, all the way up into take profit 2, which would normally be a 2-to-1 risk to reward. As you can see, the stop loss and take profit 1 is around a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Take profit 2 is normally 2-to-1, and take profit 3 is normally 4-to-1, depending on certain parameters as well. However, I want to see, man. Just need to see this one over here. So this is midnight. There. 1, 2, correct. Yeah. Yes. Okay, there. I see why the bar was there. The gap. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, makes sense. So the gap is what made this a buy, and why you would notice on the other pairs, or on the other brokerages, you won't see this gap. As you see over here, this gap makes the world of a difference on Mondays. If you look at perhaps Oanda, that was 8 gap. Look at Oanda, that gap, when it was the year, you see how the gap is closed with smaller candles, or with a candle at least. You go to 8 gap, it's an actual gap. And this is obviously the difference between MT4 and TradingView, where, I'm searching 8 gap, that's incorrect. UWNZD, 8 gap as a brokerage. You'll notice that the gaps mean a difference. And of course, if you have watched a couple of ICT's videos, especially on the new week opening gap, you'll notice that he spends a lot of, or puts a lot of emphasis on that gap and how you can utilize it to even trade it within a boundary as a level of support and resistance. So the gap obviously made a big difference now and changed the entire signal to a buy. And it's also why I lean more towards using this indicator on MetaTrader 4 or 5, because it's actually on the trading platform that you find yourself executing your trades. So that's why it's so important to also just check with MetaTrader 4 and 5, because that is ultimately the platform that you make your money from. So just a tip over there, but I think that's enough for this evening. We tackled a lot. I even showed you my semi-automated system and how I utilize it to some degree. Yeah, I don't want to give away all my secrets, because that's just not the right thing to do. This is a sell. I would believe it that it is a sell, because you smash take B1, running back to entity. That's probably yeah. Oh, shame. That's a break even. I don't see why we wouldn't be selling here. That's definitely a break even smash over there. Quite unfortunate, but that is a break even over there. But okay, I think we can end off there. Actually, I'll end off on GBUSD and why it was a buy. Not just due to New York session, but also, as you can see over here, how we smash the level. So there are certain conditions where you would find yourself that our take profit 1 is a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So you can see there. If that's the case, you're welcome to take profit there, or you can decide, I'm going to hold up to take profit 2. I want a 3-to-1 risk to reward. That's up to you. It's totally your discretion. Normally when it's a 1-to-1 reward, you put your SL break even, and then you can just hold this position all the way up to how far to the moon, how far you want to hold it to. But I'll tell you for a fact, I was out here. I am out. Yeah, normally 2-to-1 is the most I go for. I normally go for 1-to-1s because they're so much more easier to just capture. But it depends on the method and depends on the goal ultimately, especially on what I want to achieve with this particular trading position that I am executing. But okay, so that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have a fantastic evening. Keep well, keep safe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section or message me privately. My details are on my YouTube channel. If not there, check out my Instagram. You will find me. I'm not hiding away from anybody. You'll find me. So you all have a good one. Keep well and keep safe.